Well, we're a very small school. We're probably the smallest school on the Southern Highlands, and we only have 19 children at the moment. We're a rural bush school, so we're, very lucky in that way that we're able to have all the, natural environment around us as well, and the children can interact with that. They can play alongside the wildlife. They don't have to, we don't have to destroy and change anything to create a stimulating environment for the children, because they create their own environments down here. They're very well aware of the wildlife that lives in their communities as well, with the wombats and all of the wildlife that they're interested in, and they realise that they have to have somewhere to live. They know all the different types of burrows and holes and all of that, so it's part of their everyday education.
Up there, there's some down there, and there's some rabbit holes down there.
You need to leave these areas because you can't create them. You can't artificially create something like this. It's just so beneficial to have all of this.
Yeah. It's good to explore around here, and
we like making huts and playing down here and being with the nature-ness.
So the hope for the future would be that, this area remains as it is, so future generations of children are able to enjoy this environment, and we have the space for the wildlife to be able to be part of our school community as well.
The environment's always been a very important part of the philosophy of Frensham and Wingecarribee West schools. Wingecarribee West, who was the founder of Frensham, felt that children should grow up connected to and being part of the environment. Frencham's had a long history of girls being involved in protecting the wildlife. We're on 300 acres. Around about 100 acres of that is a school. About another 100 acres is a working farm. And the other 100 acres is just native bush. And running through that bush is the upper Natai, or the Natai Creek, which is part of the Sydney water catchment. We're very keen to maintain a native corridor that connects the top of Mount Gibraltar all the way through to Natai National Park near Mittagong Swimming Pool. So the girls can elect to be part of our environment team, which we call the Halters, and they operate on Tuesday and Thursday afternoon.
So halting is what we do at Frensham, and it starts in Year 9. We get a lot of younger girls to help plant the trees, look after them, maintain it. Year 12 this year planted them in Year 9, so 4 years ago now, and it's been pretty amazing just to watch them grow, see what we've done and see how we've helped that native corridor.
In the last few years, more animals have been coming to Frensham, and we've seen more species of animals, and if it continues into the future, there'll just be greater diversity of animals around.
Our hope is that the girls begin to understand the wildlife that's supported by the environment. So what species are here? How many? Do they come and go? Do they just transit through, or do they live here? We'd like them to play a role in monitoring the wildlife. It really helps the girls to connect to the natural world, for them to see that they have a responsibility to it. The schools aren't islands, they can't be isolated, and the children who go to schools need to see that they have an obligation not just to their own school but also the community in which the school's based.